So making money launching meme coins in 2025 has honestly gotten so easy that being a crypto millionaire really isn't that impressive anymore. I've made over $1.6 million doing this, and I can refresh it so you can see I'm legit. And I'm not trying to show off or anything, I just want you to see that I actually have results from this. So today I'm gonna break down my entire system, like literally step by step. We're talking how to pick the right platform, how to find concepts that actually sell, how to build the meme coin, how to set up a liquidity pool, how to get people to actually buy your coin, and of course the most important step, how to profit from your meme coin launch. So let's do it. Now, before we get started, I gotta tell you why 99% of people completely fail at this. They pick terrible platforms, they rush through their concept, and then they wonder why nobody's buying their coin. So the first thing is platform choice. This is huge and most people get it completely wrong. You've got all of these platforms like Pump Fun, Boop, Bonk, LaunchLab. There's literally dozens of them. But here's the problem. When you use these platforms, you don't actually own your liquidity. They control everything, which means you can't really maximize your profits. Plus, these platforms are so simple to use that literally hundreds of coins get launched every minute. Look at this madness, it's just completely insane. Your coin isn't going anywhere if you launch here. So what I personally use instead is Radium. Yeah, it's a bit more technical, but with the right tools, it's really not that hard. The main thing is you actually control your own liquidity, which means way more profit potential. Plus, there's way less competition because most people are too lazy to figure out how to launch on Radium. I mean, I've tried launching on these other platforms before and honestly the results were just terrible. Like barely any visibility, and even when coins did okay, I couldn't control the liquidity properly. With Radium, I can actually manage everything the way I want to. Alright, this next step is literally make or break. Your concept is literally everything. Get it right and people throw money at your coin. Get it wrong and you just wasted a bunch of time. Most people just pick random garbage and then get surprised when it flops. Like, even though crypto people will buy almost anything, you still need something that's at least funny or about a trending topic. So how do I find winning concepts? I've got 3 different approaches that I personally use and I'll show you exactly how I do each one. So my first approach is checking what's trending on Deck Screener. I'll go to this trending section and see what themes are popping up today. Here's something most people don't get. Just because something was trending last month, that doesn't mean they'll work today. This space moves very fast. Sometimes stuff that was printing money last week is completely dead now. That's why I only look at what's trending right now. What I do is browse through what's here and think, what angle hasn't been covered yet? Like right now there's tons of animal themed coins everywhere, so maybe I'd do something like, I don't know, Billionaire Pig or whatever. Then to create a logo I could use something like Canva or even AI. But honestly, if you're new to this, I wouldn't really recommend this method. You don't know what works yet, so this is more for when you have more experience. I only started using this method after I launched like 20 or 30 coins and I really understood the patterns. So now method 2. Copy what already works. This is way better for beginners, and it's actually what I recommend most people start with. What I do is find coins that are doing well but haven't exploded yet, something in the $50, $100, $200,000 market cap range. Then I basically recreate my own version of that coin. Here's how I do it. Go to a platform like Bullx or Axiom, Photon, Gemgen, whatever you like. Then on this trending section, find something you like with a decent market cap. So let's see, this one for example. Copy this address, go to explorer.solana.com, paste the address here, select this, and boom, you got all the coin details, logo, everything, and if you right click the image and save it, you now got a proven concept to work with. This is smart because you're not gambling on untested ideas, you're using something that already proved people will buy it. I use this method for most of my launches just because it's so reliable. The key thing I look for is coins with good engagement, but not too much hype yet. Like if something's already at $5 million market cap, it's probably too late. But if it's sitting at 200,000 and has active trading, that's perfect for this method. But even this copying method can be annoying with all the manual work. So here's my favorite shortcut. One-click copy. This is basically the same as the previous method, but instead of doing everything manually, I just click one button and the coin is cloned. To do this, I use MintLab.pro on this copied trending tokens page. Here, just browse through their list of trending coins, find one you like, and click Create Token. This is honestly what I use most of the times now because it's just so fast. I can literally have a new coin in like 2 minutes instead of spending 10 minutes copying everything manually. The cool thing about this trending list is that you can just click refresh and see new trending coins. So you're always working with fresh concepts that are actually performing well right now. So now I'm gonna show you exactly how I launch my coins using that copy feature. So let's choose a coin to copy. Let's see. This one, for example. Click create token. Accept the transaction. And don't worry about this warning. Phantom shows this by default on all websites. So just click confirm. People expect, and it makes the math easier for buyers. I tried doing different supplies before and it just confused people. But now, the next step, setting up a liquidity pool. Just click create liquidity here. Don't stress about understanding every detail on this page. Honestly, I didn't understand half of it when I started. Here's all you need to know. I put my full supply on the base token, and for the quote token I had around 0.5 SOL. The amount of SOL you put in here actually affects your initial price, but it's not super important because the market will find the right price pretty quickly. I've tried everything from 0.1 to 0.2 SOL, and honestly it doesn't make a huge difference in the end. So just click initialize liquidity pool, accept the transaction, and now we're live. My token is now tradable, but we're not done yet. Nobody knows about our coin yet, so let's fix that. There's a few ways I get eyeballs on my projects, and I'll show you what I personally do. First option is DEX screener ads. Your coin shows up at the top of this trending list, which is really good because millions of people use this site. Plus, it gives you instant credibility. People trust coins they see featured here. I've used this before and it definitely works, but the downside is it costs $300, which adds up if you're launching multiple coins. When I was starting out, I couldn't really afford to spend $300 on every launch, so I had to find other ways. So the second option is manual social media promotion. Posting on Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, Discord, all that stuff. It's free, but it takes forever and honestly doesn't work that great. I tried this approach for my first few launches and it was just exhausting. Plus the results were pretty okay, not the worst, not the best. So thankfully we still have a third option, which is what I actually use now, which is automated social media promotion. I use promotememes.com for this, but it can be any similar promotion website. What I do is paste my token address here, select the promotion type. They've got the free option that works fine or the advanced that runs for 3 hours. I'll go with the advanced so you can see the full potential of this tool, but if you're just starting out, the free one works great. So just click promote meme coin, accept the transaction. It's gonna take a few seconds. And done. Now for the next 3 hours this coin will be getting shared across social media automatically. The cool thing about this tool is that it hits all the major platforms at once. Twitter, Reddit, Telegram channels, Discord servers, even some smaller crypto communities I didn't even know existed. Way more efficient than trying to do it manually. So time to wait and see what happens. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Promotion just finished and I already picked at the numbers because I couldn't resist. The results are just insane. Doesn't matter how many times I do this, watching coins explode like this never gets old. Check this out. $192,000 market cap, just completely nuts. This is what happens when you combine a proven concept with a good promotion tool. People buy because the idea already worked before, and the promotion puts it in front of tons of potential buyers. What's crazy is how fast it happened too. Like within the first hour of promotion, I was already seeing some serious volume. By hour 2, the market cap had basically doubled, and then in the final hour, it just exploded. I've noticed this pattern with pretty much every successful launch I've done. The first hour is usually slow, people are cautious. Second hour, early adopters start jumping in. Third hour, FOMO kicks in and everyone wants to buy. But now, here's the part you actually care about. How do we profit from this launch? Let's go back to MintLab. Close this and look at this. $23,000 profit. Absolutely insane. This isn't in my wallet yet. This is just showing the difference between what I put in and what's in the pool now. To actually get this money, you can use this remove liquidity feature. Now, whether you do this or not, it's totally up to you. Sometimes I'll remove all the liquidity and take the full profit. Other times I'll only remove like 50% and let the rest ride in case the coin keeps pumping. It really depends on the situation and how confident I am in the concept. For this video I'm not going to remove any liquidity since this is for educational purposes only. But yeah, I definitely didn't remove any liquidity. Definitely not. But hypothetically, if someone did, their wallet might be looking something like this. $23,000 profit in just a few hours. Trading could never give you numbers like this. The thing is, with trading, you're trying to predict market movements, fighting against algorithms, dealing with news events, all that stress. With this approach, you're literally creating the market. You control the narrative, the timing, everything. It's just a completely different game. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you to do any of this. It's completely your choice if you want to try it or not. I'm not responsible for anything. This is purely educational and I'm just sharing what I personally do and what works for me. If you've got any questions about this process, drop a comment and yeah, that's it. See ya.